ladies and gentlemen, and viewers from around the world. I'm reaching you with a topic we started few weeks ago. Marry the man who loves you and not the man the woman loves. In this topic, we were able to establish the fact that both the man and the woman can love, but the man's love in the family, if it is greatest, then it can sustain the marriage relationship. It will give the marriage relationship sustainability and create a peaceful atmosphere in the home. So that was the few things we talked about in our previous edition. In today's edition, we are going to look at the woman's love. How the woman's love affects the family, whether positively or negatively, and compare between the two, which is greatest. Yes, the woman can love, actually. We said so before. But the woman's love is not strong enough to keep or sustain the marriage relationship. Take for example, many women have at one time or the other packed away out of their matrimonial home because the husband at that particular time is facing a big challenge. Some could be financial problem. You hear this is a common saying among the women folks that I will not marry any man to suffer with him. If the man does not have money, then the man can go and let another man run his race. That is the common statement that we have heard so much in marriage relationship. That is why I am having the opinion that the woman's love cannot and could not sustain a marriage relationship. Woman's love is conditional. Conditional in the sense that it must be tied to something, not just anything, but that thing must be glittering. It must be shining before our love can be drawn to that position. And when that thing that is shining, that was shining, that brought her into such relationship is no longer there, unfortunately, she will drop such relationship. Let us take a vivid example: money. When money draws a woman into a relationship, if the money is no longer there, she begins to think of how to break such relationship. Let us look at some of the problems women who marry the men they love face. You find out that in many cases, the men don't love them. It is the woman that loves the man. When a woman loves a man and the man in return does not love her, it is detrimental. She is heading towards a colossal damage in the relationship. They are bound to suffer so many unforeseen circumstances in their marriage relationship. One, the men beat them at the slightest provocation. When you find out that a man is always beating his wife, there is a question mark. The question mark is that the man does not love the woman. The man is not seeing the woman as a part of him. That is why he is beating him. Like I said before in the first edition of this program, I said when a man always beats his wife, he is beating himself. When a man makes his wife to cry, the man is crying as well. Why is this so? When God created Adam and Eve, Adam said to Eve that Eve is the flesh of his flesh. So both the man and woman are one by marriage. That is why I said a man cannot beat himself. If he does so to the wife, then he is beating himself. We are going to look at this situation. Women who marry the men they love face many difficulties. Do you know that the man will always remind them that you don't love me, it is my money you love? That case happens most especially when it is the man's money that drew the woman to his side. The man will always remind her, it is not me that you love, it is my money that you love. When a man, if you find out that a man is always telling a woman this in a marriage, you know that the woman's stay in his house is very temporal. It is limited to time. That marriage can break at any time. You find out that in this sad situation, men will say, I don't know how I ended up marrying this woman. When the man always talk like that, you find out that that particular woman that he marries is not his choice. In most cases, what usually happens is this: the women will fight this situation and say that it is me who love him. But I'm saying that the woman's love cannot sustain the marriage. We are talking of sustainability. The men feels otherwise. The men feels that since it is so, then she is not the woman of my choice. That man will keep on running after other women outside till he finds his choice. That is why we are saying that it is better to marry the man who loves you. When you marry the man who loves you, he will give you peace. The marriage is sustained because the man's love is stronger than the woman's love. Men who always remind their wife that I don't know how I ended up with you. Such men will always treat their wife with hatred because she is not the choice of the man. Now, when such situation happen, if a man always complain to you, I don't know how I ended up with you, knows that the man is a sign that the man hates the woman. That is why the man can easily beat the woman at the slightest provocation. Do you know that some men can beat their wife because of a breaking plate? That is appalling. Why some other men will say, oh honey, you just break a breakable plate. Okay, don't worry, I will replace it. That solves the problem in that marriage. The other men who hate their wife will just take him and begin to flog her because she broke a plate. Is that love? So, when a man always reminds his wife that I don't know how I ended up with you, I feel that such statement shows hatred. It means that that particular man hates his wife. That is why he keeps on saying that I don't know how I ended up with you. Do you know that some men can rise up and beat their wife in anger because she broke a breakable plate? Why some other men will say, honey, you just break a breakable plate. I hope it did not injure you. But some other men will jump up and begin to beat their wife because she broke the plate. In that case, I am of the opinion that such men does not in any reason love the woman. Such cases happen when it is the woman who loves the man and not the man who loves the woman. That is where such cases happen. You find out that it is the woman that was drawing close to the man and not the man drawing close to the woman. It is the woman who loves and runs after the man. Now, let us look at this point. Most women can marry anything when money is involved. There was an imbecile who rode on an Hummer Jeep to a shopping center, and this young lady was buying some clothing items from the shopping material. As soon as she saw this guy coming out from an Hummer Jeep, she said, I love the guy. Then her partner that was with her said, it is not true. It is this guy's money that you love. That is a situation which goes to support the point that some women can love anything when money is involved. When we were little children, we used to play with a rhyme that money make Mama Mary marry mad man. That is to say, when money is involved, a woman can marry a mad person because she loves that thing that is attractive. No woman wants to suffer. It is an ironic belief in their part. Most women don't want to hear that there are ups and downs in marriage. That is why you find out that a woman is ready to pack out of her husband's house because the man is passing through a financial challenge. At the beginning, they think that everything is just rosy. I think that is the makeup that most modern women tend to believe. Our parents in the olden days, they do not believe in such things that we believe at this time. What we see are just film tricks in marriages. What we see, most people think that a marriage home is a place where you can play. When the money guiding the home, the finances of the home is at threat, they tend to jump out, which is not a correct idea. Exclusively, I will say to everybody that love is sacrificial. Love is not conditional. People who think that love is conditional, they are making a big error. So you should not build your marriage home under any condition. If you build a marriage home under any condition, such marriage is heading towards the rocks. And when a boat heads towards a rock, there must be a clutch at any particular time. So don't build your marriage over any condition. Just believe in sacrificial love, because love is sacrificial. Then on the other hand, do not build your marriage with a selfish purpose. Rather, build your marriage on a selfless purpose. Selfless purpose in marriage makes both the man and the woman to be one. Both are not selfish towards each other. What we are trying to look at is this. We are trying to look at the man's love in the home. Every man should love his wife, not conditionally, but sacrificially. And every woman should love her husband, not conditionally, but sacrificially. So soon we have come to the end of today's telecast once again. I am a Guriase SM Okaka. You can call me Uncle Guria. I am a teacher. I am the proprietor of Guria Lectures and Computer Training Center, and also I'm a script writer.